Hello and welcome to another edition of Will's Grill Shack. Today I'm answering the call of some of my subscribers who have asked me to do some beef short ribs on the Broil pellet grill. Haven't done short ribs on this yet, so it's going to be a real test to see how they turn out. The way I'm thinking about doing them is 2 hours at 107 degrees smoking using the Smoke Master blend pellets, which is my favourite combination of pellets, and then we're going to up the heat to 135, 140-ish and continue going until we get a really nice bark on the meat, and then we're going to wrap in butcher's paper, probably about 75-ish degrees when obviously the bark says it's right to wrap. And then pull them off at 95, slice them up and see what they're like. At 95 degrees they should be like butter and should be really nice. It's the same sort of texture as brisket, so it should be really good. So we've got some USDA ribs from John Davidson's, so let's go and have a look at those now and check out the rubs that we're going to be putting on them. Remember guys, if you really like these videos, please give me a big thumbs up and click the subscribe button just there. It really does help the more subscribers you get. Thank you. Okay, so here is the short ribs from John Davidson's. This is a 1.4 kilos, just a Jacob's Ladder short rib. And as you can see, I've trimmed it to take off the thick layer of fat that was on the top, because we want to leave it exposed so the rub can settle in. So we're going to be using Frenchie's yellow mustard as a binder for the rub, so we're just going to put that on the top here. I say this will make no difference to the taste or anything at all. Let's just rub that in. Then we're using this Texas AF from Good Rub, which is basically salt and pepper, but it's like literally the perfect combination. So many people rave about this, so I'm excited to give this a go. So let's put a liberal coat of that on here. And there you go. So now what we're going to do is leave that for about an hour, hour and a half, just to really let that rub get into it, and then we'll come back. And today we're going to be using the Meteor block, and I'm going to put this in the meat and use it more of a guide than an actual indicator. So let's get that set up. Okay, so the Meteor probe is in. Let's get these on the grill. And we are using the Smoke Master blend today, which is maple, hickory and cherry. I find that really gives a nice flavour to the beef. Okay, so let's turn this on. Set the smoke function to 107, which is what we're going to do for the first couple of hours, get some smoke into it. Filled it up with the pellets. So I've added a water pan in there as well, and I'll put what is in the water pan in the description so you can replicate it. Let's pop those in and leave those to smoke away for a couple of hours. Okay, so we've been smoking for 2 hours now, and we're going to increase the temperature now to 135 degrees, and we're also going to start spraying. So again, this mixture here is the same as what's in the bowl there, so we're just going to give this a bit of a spray. Okay, so just want to show you the colour of the meat here and how much smoke it's taken on just in those 2 hours on smoke mode with the Smoke Master blend. Incredible. So the Meteor is saying 72 degrees. It's still rising, so it's not really ready to wrap, so I've just poured myself another beer, and we're going to give it another half an hour probably before we start wrapping. Okay, so bark's looking good now, should be able to see it there. Really happy with how the colour of the meat and how much smoke it's taken on from the pellets. It's really good. So let's get it over to the other table where we've got some butcher's paper and we'll wrap them. Okay, so there it is. Nice bit of bark on it. So let's wrap this now. So we're going to go face down like that. Move the beer out of the way. And there we go, all wrapped and ready to chuck back on the grill. So we are now going to increase this because obviously we're not going to get any more smoke flavour really through the butchers. So we're going to go up to 150 and wait for that to come up to temperature, and then we're going to put the ribs back on. Okay, as you can see, they're probing really nice now. The meter is telling me they're 95 degrees, so that's the perfect temperature I think to pull them off. So let's pull them off, get them in the cooler, and we're probably going to rest them for about an hour, I would have said. Really let that soak up and soak back in, and yeah, then we'll slice them up and see how we've done. Okay, as you can see in the brown paper there, so we've got a towel and we are going to wrap it in the towel just to secure all that lovely moisture in there, and then we're going to pop it into the cooler just like so. Close the lid down. Join me again in an hour and we'll see what we got. Here they are on the chopping board. Look at that bark. Tear, that is really good. Lovely colour. Oh, let's slice these up. Okay, let's slice these up and have a look. The bark is lovely. Oh. These are literally falling off the bone. As you can see, we've got a lovely smoke ring going around here. Beautiful. The meat's retracted away from the bone, so it's left the bone. Okay, so here's just a quick recap on how this cook went. So we had some ribs from John Davison's, 1.4 kilos ish, trimmed off the top layer of the silver skin and got rid of that, exposed the meat. We then seasoned it with this stuff here, which is the Good Rub Texas AF, which is really good. We then let that soak in for 2 hours, put it in the fridge, 2 hours, let that soak in, really get into the meat. Then we fired up the Broil King. We started off at 107 degrees and we smoked it for 2 hours using the Smoke Master blend. Then we increased the heat to 130 degrees until we reached an internal temperature of about, I think it was 78-ish degrees. Then we wrapped it in butcher's paper and we took it all the way to 95 degrees. She was probing like butter. We then put it into some towels in the cooler and we rested it for an hour. Then we sliced it up and it was really good. Really happy with the results and how it turned out. Again, Broil King performed incredible. Honestly, the pellet grill is just so easy and so reliable, and that's what I like about it. Like, I could have done it on the Kamado Joe and it would have been, yeah, it would have been great as well, but I would have had to have adjusted the vents and everything like that, whereas with this it was plug in, turn it on, chuck some pellets in, and away you go. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like the video and please subscribe to the channel. I've got loads more content coming. I want to see if I can do pizzas on this pellet grill, so we're going to give it a go with doing that. I've also got another new grill turning up in the next couple of weeks, so I'm going to do a little review and a little walk round of that, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, hit subscribe and I'll see you next time for another edition of Will's Grill Shack. Thank you again for watching.